Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there's anything you want me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. There's a Four of Swords. You're someone right now who's really trying to protect their energy. You might even be in what feels like an indecisive kind of position right now. The two cards that popped out of the pack that flipped over while I was shuffling, the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups. You have the opportunity right now to change your life. You're one decision away from bliss. And right now, your mind's kind of locked up in this I don't know kind of mode. Okay? And I think this Four of Swords is important because you're not going to be pressured into making a decision. Yeah? You're not feeling the rush. You're not feeling the haste. You're somebody that is like meditating on the issue. It's a major decision that's going to change the rest of your life. It's time. All right? It's totally time for you to do this, but this is like taking the deep breath, trying to keep yourself calm, meditating on something, contemplating on something, perhaps, but I feel like it's less contemplation and it's more like trying to quiet your mind down so you can hear the voice of the intuition. Because the Two of Swords is not making a logical choice. This isn't a math problem, Aquarius. This is you making a decision from your soul, from your intuition. Okay? There is a guidance that's trying to get through to you. There is, to me, it feels like there is an ancestor or a spirit guide or a loved one that has passed into spirit that is trying to guide you here. You have a guardian angel around you right now that's trying to come through with this message that tells you, because you're one choice away from changing your life completely. Okay, now let's put all of this into some context. We'll do something a little bit different here today. We're just going to group those three together like that, all right? And then we'll see what you're surrounded with. Here is that Prince of Wands, the Magician there in the background. We've got the Universe card up top. And we have a 10 of Swords there in the future position. We have the Star, your superpower card. Yes, indeed. You are inspired and you are inspiring. There's the contemplation of the Eight of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Two of Wands. So there is, by the end of this, there is a decision that's being made for you, okay? By you, right? By you, for you. So I feel like this is really like the thought process. This is the kind of the courage that it takes to like make a life-changing decision. Okay? You're a magic maker. You have the ability. You have this capability of changing your reality toward one of more bliss, one of more joy. This is a life-changing time for you. And, well, we need to go through some of these other energies in order to get to the decision that you make here at the end, right? So let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it right here with our little dove right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. I'm very excited. Before we dive in, we do need to summon your spirit animal. In Aquarius, what you've got is the bee spirit. Sweet results await. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely sweet results await you. And those sweet results just require that you choose. You know, choose love, choose abundance, choose the harvest, choose bliss. Choose the life that you want. That 10 of Cups is the life that you want. This is your ideal. Okay? Now, Spirit is revealing something about a love letter or like a handwritten note that either has kind of, it's a proposal for you or something, or it's like someone has professed their feelings for you. It might be a letter that you've written but you haven't given to anybody yet. It's kind of like it's whatever's in that letter really has the potential to change everything. Okay? The Spirit's highlighting the handwritten letter. Now, let me know what you think and how you feel about the bee spirit and about the sweet results that await you. As we look around the room, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana energies. We see the magician and the universe. We see the hanged man and the star. We've got fire and fire. Water right here. Water is like, this is what it's all about. Do you want this? Do you want this life? Is this the life that you desire? It is, okay? And the 2 of Swords is you choosing this life, which means that you have to choose not this life, okay? We got water, we've got air, 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 air. No earth right now. And I think the absence of the earth is because, like, you haven't made the decision yet. So you haven't initiated the behavior in the physical realm that's going to, that's going to result from your choice. And also the lack of earth energy is saying that, like, what you have now is not meant to be permanent. You're meant to transcend whatever it is in your life right now. The earth energy is something real and something lasting and something concrete. We don't have that right now. Okay? So again, I think that in the moment, you're somebody who is trying to ignore the noise. You're trying to not think about it, not overanalyze it. It's not a math problem. You're trying to breathe like box breathing, 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out, hold for 4. Or according to your capacity. Yeah. And it's a meditation. It's not a meditation that's saying I'm going to think about something for an hour, that I'm going to look at it from all angles. Meditation is not analysis. It's not contemplation. It's not rumination. That, my friends, is the 8 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is I'm going to try to think about nothing. I'm going to try to just breathe and let my mind fall quiet. I'm looking for that inner tranquility. I'm looking for that silence. I'm trying to calm the noise down. Because when we can calm down the noise of the mind, and I think your mind is like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? When we can quiet the mind down, we're more likely to hear the voice of Spirit. More likely to hear, it's like we're tuning in a radio. Okay, we got to turn away, we got to get rid of the static so that we can hear the signal. Okay? Now, Spirit is saying something about a radio or a radio show, or that if you were on the radio or you called into a radio show once in your life. Yeah. That's always fun. The 4 of Swords is trying not to be too influenced from other people. This is somebody who is not trying to just listen to what other people say you should do. You're trying to find that voice of Spirit within you, that inner guidance, or that guidance that's coming through, let's say your guardian angel or your spirit guide or your ancestor, that's coming through. I feel like there is an older female energy that is very, very protective of you on the other side, yeah. You're someone who is not trying to turn everything into a math problem. Yeah. You're not trying to make this just simply a logical kind of question. You're trying to, I think you have a tendency to be very logical. You know, Aquarius, you have an intelligence about you. You think outside the box. You've got this innovative, like inventor kind of mind. Right now is not the time to engineer something necessary. I mean, it is, but not in the way you think. Not by doing the math and all that stuff, but engineering spiritually with your magician. You are the magic maker, but you're not the mathematician. Not today. Okay? Probably very good at math, though. Am I right? Life is not a math problem. This is a problem of ideal. This is a problem of feeling. This is a kind of a spiritual problem here. Yeah. And, well, what you really want, the whole issue seems to be making the choice that's going to bring you to that ideal of that 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is bliss. The 10 of Cups is your best life, nurturing, nourishing, the blissful, the euphoria, the paradise, the big rock candy mountain. This is how we all want our lives to feel, like a dream that has come true. We want our lives to feel perfect, you know. Why is Spirit referencing hair? It seems like someone was criticizing you about your hair or telling you like you should cut your hair. I get that a lot too. My grandma used to always tell me, Paul, you need to cut your hair. Obviously, I haven't listened to her. Sorry, Grandma. I feel like somebody was talking about your hair recently. Yeah. The 10 of Cups is the ideal life that we all want to live. It's perfection. It's sweetness. It's bliss. It is family, friends, pets, plants, people. Everything's connected. Everybody's supporting everybody. It's just a community. It's a family. It's a home. It's the ideal life of contentment. If I had this, I wouldn't need anything else in the world. My life is perfect. What's the choice that you need to make to get you there? In a way, we're choosing between a life of nourishment and bliss and love or this dry, desiccated, you know, obviously, right? Which one would you choose? This one's got no meat on its bones. This is dry and desiccated. This is a dry hole. This is a very nourishing life. This is a dead end. Okay, without this in there, and without any of this, it's kind of like this is where we're headed. But there's something that now is saying there's different options on the table now. You're coming to this realization that you've got a choice. You don't have to live a meaningless life. The 10 of Cups is a life of purpose, a life of meaning, of satisfaction, a life of fulfillment. Feels like the path you're on now is leading you to a life of unfulfillment. Okay. Spirit's referencing an old fishing dock or an old, what do they, I don't know, they call it a jetty or something. A little dock where you can kind of throw your fishing line, yeah. Feels like an old memory. Okay. This is the life we do not want. This is the life this is the life we do want. And then, of course, the choices that we need to make in order to have that 10 of Cups life. You're not somebody that's trying to do the math, okay? You're not trying to just think about it and analyze it. We're trying to invoke that little crescent moon at the top, which is that little fairy godmother type of energy, right? That's just kind of say, hey, this is what you should do. This is going to be just trust in the universe and go. Trust in the universe and do the thing. I feel like this is a choice that's going to bring you onto a new path, away from an old path. It's a pivot. You're at a crossroads spiritually. Okay. There's an antique jewelry box. Yeah. Belonged to somebody with a W in their name. First or last initial. Yeah. I don't know the significance. The Two of Swords is sometimes procrastination. A choice that has been lingering that we need to make. I think we know we need to make it, but there's a difficulty in making it, right? I'm getting still that old letter, that unexpected handwritten kind of note or something, right? That has kind of, it's like it was a wrench in your spokes or something. Like it's just something, it's someone threw a wrench into your life, yeah. And maybe it's a different opportunity. Maybe it's another door that suddenly has opened up for you and said, wait a minute now. Maybe there's a way out. The way out is a way in, right? The entrance is an exit from something else. But there's a choice on the table here for you. And, well, under the surface, the Prince of Wands here, this is kind of who you are. This is like what you may not know about yourself, is that you can do hard things. You have the ability to move, to change, to act, to do, to go, right? What is the function of spirit? What is the verb for spirit? It's go, going, doing. You know, it's an action, kind of thing. It's not a static thing. Spirit is vibrating. It's the source, is vibrating at such a high rate. It's constantly, it's capable of infinite transformation. Whereas in the earth realm, it's kind of here in manifestation, things vibrate slowly. The pentacles are the last thing that changes. First you change your spirit, you change your will, you change your heart, you change your mind, then you change the body, then you change the physical realm, right? So what's going on now is you're in this internal alignment phase. You're getting your thoughts and your feelings in order. You're getting your willpower in order. You're getting your courage and your confidence in order. Then you're going to change your life. Okay? And I feel like March is going to be very significant for you. This year, March, this year, now basically, right? It's going to be very significant for you. But you have to take action. You're more capable of action than you give yourself credit for. We're not just like locked in on something and it's like, well, nothing I can do. There's always something you can do. You have more options than you acknowledge. And I understand sometimes we just say, I got no choice. This is where I'm at. I got no choice. Yeah, you do. You always have a choice. Sometimes that choice means I'm going to have to suffer and sacrifice a little bit. But I've got a choice. Most people say, I don't have a choice because they don't want to go and do something difficult. That might put them into a period or a season of hard work or a season of difficulty or challenge or putting in some extra hours kind of thing. You're a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. You have way more power than you acknowledge. Okay? Spirit is highlighting your discipline and your power and your endurance and your tenacity and your perseverance that says, I don't have to just be stuck where I am. We're not doomed toward the Ten of Swords life. This is, I think, the potential future. The way forward for you is acknowledging that the path you're on is a dry hole. It is leading to a dead end. It is a bird cage. Getting out of the bird cage is freedom. Okay? And so again, something has to end for something new to begin. If you want the Ten of Cups life, we have to say goodbye to the Ten of Swords life, which is this artificial bird cage around us. It's not metal bars. It's bars of thought. It's the mental cage that we keep ourselves in. Okay? Now, I want to send a big shout out to everybody that sends the super thanks in. There's been so many more of those coming in. I got to tell you, I really do appreciate it, especially at this time with everything going on in the world and on YouTube and with the algorithm. It really brings a tear to my eye. I really do appreciate that. Okay, it really helps to support the channel, but just being here watching the videos supports the channel. hyping the video, and sharing the videos with your people. That helps support the channel too. I appreciate all of it. Yeah. We're not doomed. We're not destined for this kind of ruin. Okay? Things don't have to go downhill toward nothingness. Collapse. Yeah, that's kind of what this card is. Collapse. An unfulfilling life. Okay? A life that lacks meaning and purpose. A life that isn't nourishing to us. A life where we can't, we can't grow or thrive. A life that, is kind of, we're scrounging around. We're picking for scraps. Okay, that's what this life is. This is not our only choice. For you or for the civilization as a whole, we're not destined to collapse. We have to restructure. We have to adapt. We've got to put in work. But you can create a new universe. Yeah. This is the universe. This is your superpower right now. Your ability, through your vibration, through your magic, through your magician energy, to restructure, realign the external world. You can create a new personal reality for yourself. What do you want your world to look like? This, right? Or this. I know what I would choose. It's not easy. No one says it's going to be easy. But it is, I think this is how we should do it. We should keep that there like that, and then put these here like this, and ask these questions. What's the world? You have the ability, do you acknowledge that you can create your reality? Your inner alignment, your vibrations are mirrored in the external world. The universe mirrors you. The cosmos mirrors you. You are the magician. What you think, feel, and do, your thoughts, words, and deeds create the universe. Okay? What are the choices that you need to make? What is your intuition telling you about how you can start to create a universe that feels like a Ten of Cups rather than feels like a Ten of Swords? Well, this is then the necessary energy that you would have to input into the system. And either way, whichever one you choose, okay, you can choose the Ten of Swords life, and that's going to take a lot of energy to build that. But it's going to suck, right? Or you can choose the Ten of Cups life, and guess what? You're going to have to put in a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of energy to build that. If you're putting in energy and hard work and kind of, burning calories either way, why not burn calories creating the life that you truly, truly desire? Okay? So there are choices for you to make. And you are a magic maker. You are the magician. You're the one that can focus on something and can make it happen. The magician knows that if we don't like the external world, if we don't like what we see out in the world, we don't just keep struggling and fighting and trying to force it. We get the same results. We have to change on the inside. We have to start making different choices, different thoughts. Okay? We have to tune ourselves. We have to realign ourselves internally. Then the external world is going to start realigning in the way that we want. We can't just keep forcing. We're going to keep getting the same repeating results. We're going to be involved in the same pattern. That's the Eight of Swords. We keep thinking the same thoughts and existing the same way internally, and we wonder why we keep getting the same results out here in the environment. Okay, because the cosmos mirrors you. If you're frowning, guess what? The face in the mirror is going to be frowning too. If you're smiling, the face in the mirror is going to be smiling at you. Universe, cosmos mirrors you. There's a connection for you, Dublin, Ireland, I guess, right? There's an Irish connection for you. If you have friends or family over there or something, there's some connection with Ireland. Yeah. The Ireland connection, but you spent time in Canada too. Yeah. those two places are being highlighted for me. Now, we are going to go deeper into this in the extended reading for channel members and Patreon members, okay? But your general energy is your true nature, okay? You have a connection with spirit. You have a connection with the divine realm. Your soul, your spirit, your guardian angels, whatever it is, there's this message coming in that's trying to tell you, like, it's time for you to change your life. It's time for you to go in this direction. Follow your North Star, whatever it takes. Even if it means a season or two of scarcity or struggle, do it. Follow your North Star. Follow your true north. Okay? Navigating by starlight, even if there's parts of your mind that that think it knows better. Follow your North Star. Navigate by starlight. Okay? You have a very profound ability to heal and to inspire. You are being inspired by the starlight. And your light, your radiance is going to inspire others. People see you changing your life, guess what? They're going to change their life too. And guess what? Before we know it, the entire world has risen in vibration. You've got to do your part. I've got to do mine. Everybody has their part to play. We've all got to choose love and connection and inspiration and bliss and meaning and purpose. Connection, love, rather than the Ten of Swords, scarcity, disconnection, ruin, confinement, collapse. The disconnection, right? The Ten of Swords, we look at all these swords. All these swords fail to connect with the heart. Because this is an absence of love. This is an absence of meaning and purpose. Well, the Ten of Cups, it's opposite. It's the exact opposite thing. Okay? But we know that opposites are really one and the same quality, just different quantity, right? It's a spectrum. It's, and so I think through your choices, you can start swinging that pendulum back toward abundance and love and connection and bliss and meaning and purpose. Yeah. You are ready to create a new universe. You are a star. And a star must shine. And I think you are an inspiration. Other people see you. This is the persona. This is the, position 7 is like the way other people might look at you. Other people look at you and they see a star. They see inspiration. People are healed by you. You're probably a natural healer. You probably are a very good speaker, like motivational speaker, but not like motivational, like grindcore, hardcore kind of motivation, like yelling at people, like drill sergeant kind of motivator. You're like a spiritual, you're like a guru, a prophet kind of person, yeah? There's a gentleness about you, but the way that you carry yourself inspires other people. Yeah. Anyway, the Eight of Swords. In the environment, in the relationships, it is over-analysis. It's too much thinking. There's too much noise, too much chaos of the mind. It's Jupiter in Gemini. Too many thoughts, too many voices, too much noise, too many opinions, too many distractions. We just, sometimes this is the noise of the universe that is the noise of the world, the human world around us, let's say, that is drowning out the voice of spirit. Can't hear that fairy godmother when there's just, so much stimuli blaring into our senses, pouring into our face holes, right? Everything we look at, we hear, everything that we smell. There's too much. There's this overwhelmed kind of feeling. There's just too much stimulation. That's why we need meditation. Maybe you're not a meditator. but you have an ability to quiet the mind and receive the signal from the star, your star. And that's the important thing, because there are a lot of different voices. There are a lot of different energies out there telling you, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. You should only do what your heart, what your soul, what your spirit or your guardian angel or your fairy godmother is telling you to do. That's what you should do, because everybody's got an opinion, okay? And most of them are contradictory. This is a tendency to overanalyze. This is a life that is caught up in the mind too much. Well, it can be a disorganized mind, but it's also, I think, living in our heads and being disconnected from our physical reality. Disconnected even from your heart. Because when we look at the cards here, I know I kind of messed them up a bit, didn't I? But when we look at the cards, we don't have any pentacles, okay, so there's a disconnect from the body. We don't have any cups, except for the 10, which is kind of like the ideal, right? So we could even take this one out, because these are potential outcomes, right? These are futures. We don't have any pentacles. We don't have any cups. So there's a disconnect from our true feelings and from our body. It's all mental energy right now. And so we're living too much in our head. I think as a society, I think we're too much in this kind of virtual space even, where we're not feeling enough, and we're not getting in touch with our bodies enough. The emotions, right, are the language of the body. And we've got to get in touch with that physical realm a little bit more. Okay? So we've got to get out of our heads. Now, of course, the way to do this is to realize that the mental plane is absolutely important. It's crucial. It's critical. If we can get aligned mentally, then we can connect the circuit to the body and the heart, and we'll be aligned. And that's what the magician needs to do, because once we get internally aligned, connecting our body with our heart, with our mind, then we're aligned. And then we can change reality. Okay? We can pull the rabbit out of the hat. And so to do that, yeah, we need to, this is a mental noise that's kind of preventing us from being aligned with our heart and our bodies. Okay, the fear is the hanged man. The fear is the powerlessness. I think the fear is that we're doomed. The fear that there is no choice that you have. This is like, your hands are tied. You're powerless. You're suspended. There's nothing you can do. That's the biggest fear. But you know that there's always something you can do. There's always a choice, even if that choice, it means like, I got to go struggle for a couple weeks or months or for a season. Okay. I got to go work harder than usual. I got to go I got to go work overtime for the next 6 months or something. There's a choice. It's only when we give up that that's when we're really, truly, things collapse. When we cease to believe that we have a choice. When we cease to believe in our own power, that's when everything collapses. It's a quitting. It's a giving up. It's a throwing in the towel. It's a waving of the white flag and saying, I quit. The opposite of the hanged man is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands says, I have power. The Two of Wands says, I can change something. There is something I can do. Put these back where they belong. There we go. This is control. This is confidence. This is assertiveness. And this is your ability to control and to have an effect. This is the claiming of your sovereignty and your agency and your authority. And really adamantly changing your world, making choices, making decisions, making moves, aligning your body, heart, and mind allows you to be effective in changing your reality. This is the power that the magician needs, the will. Okay, now let's look at the mystery card. Maybe another world card, maybe some more cups. I feel like some pentacles, right? 6, 3, 6, 9, or 10 of pentacles. Yeah, let's see. Well, we've got a King of Wands. This one, Spirit again, reminding us it's time to take action. It's not time to sit around and contemplate. It's not time to ruminate. It's not time to repeat the same patterns. It's time to get up and grab the wheel, take the reins, and let's do it. You have that ability. You have the discipline, the fortitude, the tenacity, the perseverance. You got the instincts, okay? And with the Four of Swords, it may be that, yeah, we're trying to kind of like take a deep breath and like connect with the star, connect with spirit, but then we need to act. I think there is a bit of urgency here. Yeah. Now we're going to do an extended reading for channel members and Patreon members, so please click on the link in the corner or in the video description. New readings for Aquarius Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we are all in this together.